here with your streamer Rob, and you have your Moose going to be casting here with me here on the second game.
It's good to be here.
Um, so let's check out the results of the MVP coming in for game one. We do have Super Kami with 4 votes, Tainfield Juice with 2, and Vitalis with 2 as well. So it looks like Super Kami is going to be winning on the MVP here, unless we have any last minute votes. Um, I don't see any coming in here, but it is going to be interesting. Or it's not interesting, but it is good that Super Kami did win that MVP there as well as I mentioned earlier before we switched the streams here. Um, they were able to help that early game get in. The lobby's full. I can't get in. They were able to help that mid lane get so far ahead that they were able to take over the game there as well. And then also, just that early presence from Ivern was able to really put the Kane behind. Um, so, do you agree with that MVP win?
Yeah, I can definitely see. Looks like Super Kami won that, and yeah, I can definitely see why. The Ivern did do a good job at keeping people alive. Was instrumental in dives and had nuts macro. Like he was everywhere. Like even when Kane was trying to make a play in a lane, Ivern was there first.
Yeah, I mean, we did see that the Ivern was just able to do more than I was expecting in that early game. So kudos to Super Kami for that early game pressure, and he was able to help his team win game one there. Um, so what do we want to see out of UTD here for game two?
Um, Better draft. I mean, I wasn't here for the draft in the first place, but Brand just did not belong on that team comp. I mean, there's no way that he ever had a chance of succeeding, except for if he had individually won lane like really hard. Uh, which I mean, he's certainly not against a laner he's outright better than. Vitatis, longtime diamond player, definitely on Hero Mars level, if not better. So, yeah, I think it's just if they'd had a different mid laner champion in the mid lane, I think that could have helped them a lot. Or if they drafted a team that had more of a frontline team fight, engagey sort of idea that could have allowed Brand to get really good ults off while not getting his face stomped in by Scion or Corki, something like that. Just more cohesive team comp out of UTD.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised because the flavor of the month right now in mid lane is the Nautilus. I'm sure as you know.
Mm-hmm. The glacial augment into
You actually
the
go Aftershock with the Nautilus.
with Nautilus.
Yeah,
Okay.
Nautilus. Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the Ari, Morgana, Vigar, glacial augment into the icy active item and Twin Shadows, and the more
Yes, yes,
supportive.
yes, yes. Right now,
Yeah, also
so
flavor of the month.
right, also flavor of the month, but I think the bigger flavor of the month right now is the Nautilus coming in. So I was a little surprised to not see them. I don't know if Vitalis doesn't play or if Hiramar doesn't play the Nautilus mid. I think the Nautilus would have been very handy there against the Corki because of his just natural tanky stats coming out of the Nautilus. So maybe we can see that coming out of them. Hopefully, if that's something that he's played or practiced with. Um, we do know that UTD do have 2 subs right now, so um, maybe that might be
Yeah.
hurting them a little bit in this game.
So
But
into the pig ban phase, triple ban towards Vitatis in the mid lane. Zed and Talon taking away some hyper carry assassins and the Corki respect ban away from him. On the flip side, SVT allowing Anivia to champions mainly played by Uncle Jemima and Hiramar respectively, and Ivern taken away from Legends MK.
I did not have the spectator link, so I am catching up right now. Yeah, we do
Yeah,
see
so,
the respect Ivern coming out for the side of UTD.
yeah. Xerath, first pick for UTD. Definitely one of Hiramar's most played champions thus far in the split. Still, yeah, UTD definitely very common for them to first pick or blind pick their mid laner, just to secure a comfortable champion for Hiramar. And SVT answering with the Scion and the Lux. I definitely like that. Scion, I think they showed even into a relatively tough matchup, they're able to do well with. And Lux, a counter pick. The Torpedo could play mid if he chooses. They choose to put Vitatis somewhere else. Caitlyn and Morgana, a long-time power duo in the bot lane. Morgana lands the Dark Binding. Caitlyn puts a trap under it.
Yeah, these picks and bans are coming in pretty fast here. We do see the Kane ban coming out of SVT as a respect towards the jungler on the side of UTD. I do find it interesting that SVT banned out the Ivern themselves, even though the SVT had just played Ivern.
Legends has played Ivern recently on Legends on Tap.
Really?
His own team. Yep.
That's interesting.
I'm on that team with him. I would know.
I do have a bit of concern for the mid lane with Xerath. I know he's very comfortable on Xerath, and it's one of his main champions. But Xerath is very immobile. And with the side of Elise, getting that stun on there, if SVT pick a very bursty mage here on the mid lane, he's just gonna blow up. So one of the problems with Xerath is he may have a long range poke, but he's also very immobile. So if you're able to get on him, he's just basically gonna die.
I think they may be with that triple ban towards Vitatis in the first half. They may be banking on forcing Vitatis into the jungle or possibly AD carry role. The Blanc taken away as well, possibly thinking that maybe still Torpedo's Lux for support. Though I'm sure they could flex it to mid lane if they chose.
Yeah, that was one of the big things that happened in the first draft was that even myself, I was not sure who was playing what lane because they're a very flexible team on the side of SVT. Will Brooks, who is the captain, was originally their mid laner. He's also played 5 games on Ashe, so he's played 5 games as AD carry for SVT. So they're very flexible. The only real lane that's pretty been consistent this whole time is that top laner. So he's gonna get that Scion again. So we'll see what Uncle Jemima wants to play into that Scion. Unfortunately, the Fiora did not work on his Alawi, his ban. So we'll see what they want to do. Unless it's a Hecarim top and they're gonna be forcing their jungle here and a Kali.
That is a Hecarim jungle with an Akali top into Scion.
And Akali into Scion is also a very interesting matchup because Akali's pretty squishy. But she does have the shroud in order to hide away from the Scion, so Scion's not really necessarily going to know where she's at for that Q or anything like that. So we'll see how that comes. I personally have never seen that matchup. If anything, I would have to give it to Scion still because of just how tanky he gets. So SVT's gonna write out their comp here with a Fizz.
So that will be the Lux support.
It's Fizz support. Come on.
That is Fizz support.
No.
That is Fizz jungle, Elise support, Scion, Draven, Lux, where you know they're gonna be. Yeah, so that is looks to be a pretty similar lineup to what they had last game. With Super Kami Guru jungling on the Elise, possibly, maybe. I'm not totally sure, but that's definitely not the Torpedo playing Fizz.
Correct. Definitely not the Torpedo playing Fizz. The one main difference here is that the Fizz is a very one-shot, one-person kind of champion, whereas Morgan was a bit of AoE, a lot of AoE damage, and his auto attacks are very heavy towards the side of UTD. So we'll see how that plays differently as Fizz is melee coming into the Xerath, who's going to be playing super far back. So I don't know if I'm not really sure with that matchup either with the Xerath and the Fizz. If anything, I would have to give it to the Xerath.
As a support main, if I were Xerath, I would need to change my pants right now. Because I'd be absolutely terrified of a Diamond Fizz in the other end of my lane. Um, yeah, that Fizz. Okay, Fizz is a champion that relies on kills early and often, and if he doesn't get them, he's bad. If he does get them, he runs the game. Uh, yeah, anyone within his ult range that isn't like a super tank, like a Scion, Maokai, Alistair, even maybe, um, they're just ready to die. And unfortunately, the only person who's maybe able to survive a Fed Fizz on UTD's team is Hecarim. Maybe. It depends how big he gets, how quickly. So I'm terrified of how big this Fizz is going to get. Yeah, if he saves his troll pole for the Xerath E, then Xerath has absolutely no answer to Fizz trying to go in on him.
Yeah, so we did have a bit of a computer issue coming on the side of the Torpedoes team. So we're going to reset here for picking bans. But yeah, I agree with what you said. The Fizz is a bit of a dangerous person. You also have the side of you have a Draven on that team. I don't know if you guys watched SKT versus IG, but the Draven had a pretty intractable game that game. Try not to spoil too much. I know some of you guys didn't wake up at 2 a.m. in the morning to watch the game like I did, but
what Rob is saying is that you're not dedicated enough like him, guys. So get on his level.
I literally, my sleep schedule has shifted like 4 hours because I actually like to watch the games live. As we get off a little bit off topic here for a really quick second, I prefer watching League of Legends live rather than VODs. Just because
100%, yeah.
You never know what's gonna happen, and then like in a live game, you're more surprised with live than you are with a VOD because you can kind of sell like when the video is gonna end, so you kind of are expecting something.
Mm-hmm.
But
and there is a certain I don't know if anyone here uses Reddit, but when you see our League of Legends subreddit on the front page of all of Reddit with G2 versus SKT, you might have an idea of what happened and why it's so big.
Exactly. So I just prefer to wake up and watch the game. You know, I'll suffer at work for a few hours and come home, take a nap. I'll be fine.
Yeah.
But I know everybody doesn't do that, and not everybody can do that. So I don't blame you if you can't do that. I understand.
I do.
Just my personal little off-topic rant there. I just prefer to wake up at 2 a.m. to watch the games.
Yeah.
So, we do see the lanes coming out for both UTD and SVT here, or the champs at least. So we will have Uncle Jemima on that Akali in the top lane versus a Scion. It is going to be a Hecarim jungle versus Elise. And then we're assuming the Fizz and Xerath are going to go mid with the Caitlyn Morgana versus the Lux Draven in the bot lane. What are your predictions here coming in for these teams? If you guys want to start, and I'll give my prediction at the end.
Akali wins top, Fizz wins mid, Hecarim gets really big by camping bot.
I think Hecarim will... Wait, who's the jungler on the other side again?
Elise.
Okay, yeah. So I think the Fizz is going to get out of control. I don't believe Akali will, because Scion just play it really safe, and there's no ignite on that Akali, so it should be fine. I'll be surprised if Hiramar stays with the ignite instead of going like the barrier or something.
The weak
but
fear the shadows.
Legends on this Hecarim, I think, is a win con for the side of UTD when they'll most likely have a pushing bot lane with the Caitlyn Morgana. Probably still going to give it to the SVT though.
Mm-hmm.
Let me at him.
Yeah, we saw last game that UTD had the exact same bot lane with the Caitlyn Morgana, and they were pushing in Varus. Unfortunately, just set himself up for a couple ganks there coming from the Ivern. So they fell a little bit behind, but a couple of ganks by the Kayn in the last game were able to help him out, just to even out that lane there. This game we do have a Draven, so the Draven does not have as far of a range as Varus and does not have as much poke. Safe poke as a Varus. So we'll see how they want to play that game. If Draven wants to just farm up, get some of those, some of his stacks going in, and able to get some of the gold funneled into his account there, on the bot lane. We do see a Fizz, as I had mentioned earlier. The Fizz does not have as much AoE and quick burst as the Corki does on multiple people. Fizz is going to be looking to assassinate one person, and I assume that one person is going to be the Xerath or the Caitlyn.
Yeah, I think. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think the Fizz is going to be looking to assassinate one person. Hopefully this game, I think Legends is able to communicate with the team more. I think Legends had a little bit of either a tilted mentality or was not completely understanding the push power coming out from SVT. Because there were times where I think Legends could have done a little bit more to help out the team rather than going in for just that one kill assassination and then basically walking away to go farm. So hopefully they're a little bit more on the page there. As we mentioned earlier in Game 1, UTD is playing with 2 subs. Legends MK is going to be subbing in for Maye, and Wall of Sound is going to be subbing in for Hey Listen. So, UTD is playing with a little bit of a disadvantage here. And then, so my prediction for this game, I do believe SVT is going to win here, but I don't think it's going to be as stompy as it was last game. So we'll see. We'll see what the Hecarim is able to do here for his team.
I believe that SVT's entire win con, we have 4 unnecessary champions and a Fizz that needs to get fed. Is really what it comes down to. Because Draven is going to get killed very quickly by Hecarim, as long as Hecarim's got his team alive behind him. Sion and Lux can create space for Draven, but really, they're not going to be able to stop a Hecarim. Elise is going to be irrelevant after 20-25 minutes, just like every single Elise since she was released. And Fizz, if he's not like 8-0 by 20 minutes, then he stops being a champion too. It's just that important for Fizz to get fed, in my opinion. He needs to kill Caitlyn and Xerath to allow Draven, allow the rest of his team to unitedly collapse onto this Hecarim so they can keep Draven alive. To clean up the mess that Fizz makes.
Yeah, I think that because there's an actual front line, though, on this, and the later this game goes, that I think it benefits the side with the tank line. Elise doesn't scale, obviously, as well as the Hecarim, and the Hecarim and Akali will both have one-shot potentials. But I'm really just thinking that this Fizz is going to be really, really hard to deal with. So I just think that this Fizz is going to get once level 6 hits in the mid lane, if Legends isn't there, which he's really good at being around the mid lane, that this Fizz is probably just going to be too much to deal with come late game.
Yeah, completely agree. I have no doubt that Vitalis is about to pop off on this Fizz. But in the chance he doesn't, I think that is the hinge on which SVT's victory swings.
All right, chat. Let us know in the chat who you think is going to win. Hashtag SVT win. Hashtag UTD win. I think we have a little bit of a different view from last game, as we don't really know who's gonna win here. So whatever. Sorry, lost my train of thought there.
Someone's gonna win.
Pause at 10.
Yes.
Pause at 10, right? And then who's doing play-by-play and who's doing whatever? Because I'm just here.
I'm doing play-by-play.
Cool.
My lead crashed. Hello.
Oh, lol.
It's because I'm streaming. That's why.
Just looking at some runes. I noticed Conqueror on Akali is not something I would expect to see.
It'll help out in terms of going against the tank in the later parts of the game. And then like once you actually have like your Hextech Gunblade and you're able to heal up, and then you're just in constant combat with this guy, so you start doing true damage. Outside of that though, yeah, most people would take the fleet into this matchup, but I think the Conqueror is okay as long as you just play it well. I'm in game, I'll pause at 10.
They paused for you.
I haven't loaded.
Yeah, hey, don't worry, there's a pause immediately, so.
Again.
It's PMALCS, boys.
Oh, League of Legends is not responding. Great, thanks. Alright, stream, give me a second here to try and get League of Legends back loaded up here.
Alright. Let's take your time. Just step away for just a moment.
Up, and they started back up, so I need to stop.
I am back. Is Rob back in the spectate yet?
No,
Okay.
but you guys can start. I'll catch up.
Alright, what time are you at right now, Sean? Are you still paused?
10 seconds.
Okay. Count up from 5. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I suddenly have to patch.
Okay, awesome.
I don't know what's going on. This has never happened to me before stream.
Looks like blue side looking to
Wait,
invade again.
no, we're pausing at 10.
Hey, I thought we were starting without Rob.
Because he's the streamer.
Oh yeah.
Like we can't talk about it when
he said start without him. So.
Oh, and there's a pentakill. You know, like
yeah, level one pentakill for Gragas.
Gragas. Love it.
Everyone's gonna know my password. It's star.
Wait, you have the same password as me? Awkward.
What? You're not allowed to have that password.
Yeah, I am. It's the same one I use for all of mine.
Party. Reconnect. Here we go. Reconnecting. Yeah. Let's see if it loads.
Right.
Loading in here. Sorry, stream. Thank you for your patience. I hope you enjoyed the next 1 hour wait, as we did yesterday or 2 days ago for the SKT match. Oops. It automatically loaded me in at 2 minutes, so let me get back here to seconds. Alright.
At least nothing happened.
You guys
I don't think you can get to 10 seconds.
I can't get back, so you have to get up to 2 minutes and 4 seconds.
Yikes.
Right. I give you a Cliff Notes version. Alright.
Nothing happened.
Yeah, this side tries to invade, they get spotted, then everyone just kind of splits up. Some trading in mid, blah, blah. Alright, about 2 minutes, yeah.
Alright, so we're at 204?
204.
3, 204, 205, 206.
Alright, no. We haven't played yet, you're a moose?
Oh, you were... Okay, you were paused, alright.
Yeah, 204.
204.
3, 2, 1, go. This is epic. Epic gaming moments on stream.
Yeah. Don't know what happened to my computer there, but it had a moment. It tried the new facial Snapchat filter, and it realized it was prettier as a girl. So, anyway, here we go. starting the lanes. Draven did not buy items. Is this a visual bug? Does anybody else see this?
No,
Yeah,
I see
Draven
the
doesn't
same
have
thing.
items.
Draven
And,
does not have items to start this game here, so we'll see how that goes for
they're
him.
really saving up for that Def Sword for the first recall. I mean, really, that's the move right here. As long as he doesn't get caught by these Morgana Qs, get awfully aggressive with that. So trading in the favor of Scion, top lane.
Super Kami Guru now just flexing on him, saying it doesn't even matter. I don't need items to kill you. Is that what that's going on? It's like he's throwing down the gauntlet.
Yeah, I mean, frankly, they're just gonna lay him down.
Ooh.
Lash. That is a first blood over to Fizz, with the Ignite.
Yeah, that's something
exactly.
that I had mentioned in the early game was that the Xerath is very immobile, so any CC stun's gonna basically they're just gonna murder him. As
Yeah,
we saw
and
there
that
with
was
the flash from Elise.
excellent early play for that kill from Elise, giving Fizz exactly the kind of lead he needs early to run away with this game.
Yeah, there we go, and it's a 10 CS lead as well. There's no TP on that Xerath. Has in the top lane, Uncle Jemima is really just praying, but here comes the gank from Legends.
Yeah, Tankfield Juice just overstaying there. Kali dashing back in, getting the kill, and then immediately dying to Elise. And that is going to be a second kill over to Elise. So maybe a bit greedy with the re-engage there from Kali.
So does Draven like? Let me check this out. Hold on.
Draven's got enough for a BF sword. Draven's doing
Yeah.
fine. You leave Draven alone.
He is 11 CS down though, so
He's completely beautiful.
as I did load in late, as the stream saw, that was the first thing I noticed that he had no items.
No, yeah. At first, I also thought it was a visual bug, and then it was not.
I assume he has no items at this point, so we'll see. He has no items because he has even gold for the amount that's in his pocket. So
Yeah.
Now he's got a BF sword, and look at him go.
What a guy.
Yeah, Caitlyn doesn't have a BF sword.
Well, Caitlyn will after this, and she'll have more than enough. It's not. I don't know
she
why
does
you do
not
that.
have enough.
Yeah, she does.
She
No,
does
she
after
does.
the
No,
plating.
she does.
Yeah,
Stupid
yeah,
plate.
because of the plate. Yeah, stupid platings.
But we'll see if she takes the opportunity to recall here. Gold gives no stats.
Yeah, I just
Gives no stats.
I think the reason why he probably missed some of those minions is more so the fact that blast hitting without a Doran's Blade is really awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 10 damage that comes out, or 8 damage that comes out of a Doran's Blade actually does feel like a lot when you're
I mean, also,
Yeah, exactly.
he was getting bullied under his tower without the sustain and health from the Doran's Blade and pots. I mean, now way to keep up in health to stay safe in that lane.
Scion Choo-Choo Train gonna go in and clear out some CS. Allergic to Milk sitting in this bot lane tri-brush, looking for anyone to come up and face check.
Ooh, I did not
He's
notice.
throwing an ultimate onto Hiramar as he goes in. Looks like he is going to get a kill onto Hiramar by himself. Tactrum comes around the corner and is going to finish the Fizz off. Now has to get away from the Elise or fighter. Yes, Conqueror up. We'll see if he can sustain it. He cannot.
I did not notice the lane swap coming out from Allergic to Milk and Super Kamiguru. Super Kamiguru was our jungler MVP last game.
Oh
That
no!
Yeah, great trade in the favor of UTD in the bot lane there.
Kind of curious as to the target selection in the bot lane where the Lux bound the Morgana and the Caitlyn was the one being focused by the Draven. They probably could have got a trade kill back if they would have focused the same one, but I'm not sure.
Doesn't look like UTD notices Elise behind them. She's coming in, but she's not going to be able to help Lux out, and that's another kill over to UTD.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the full example of what we talked about with the binding into the trap. You're just stuck there forever. The binding is like 2 seconds long. The trap is another like second.
5
or-
years.
Yeah, so you're just stuck in the same spot forever. Unfortunately, that's just how it works with that lane. So UTD just picking up where they should have been last game. In that bot lane. So I don't know if that no item Draven's gonna hurt them, as we do see Elise coming in for a gank.
It looks like they're just going to be able to kite this Elise. Actually, gets the flash out from Caitlyn there. Kind of going to ult.
Oh
Draven,
no!
unable to hit 6, is not able to ult for the finish on Morgana. Just getting kited out there. Caitlyn.
Oh, what the?
Okay, the flash turn from Elise, but I think she can get another auto attack. That's going
What
down to
the-
Caitlyn.
No, you
And
shield!
Caitlyn
No!
eats the Okay. Big plays.
What am I watching?
Oh, there, Sean. We do not flame on my stream, even though this is PMALs, yes. It's unfortunate there. Just to recap, the Morgana and Caitlyn were level 6 to the level 5 of the Draven at the time of the original gank there. So they were able to get a trap onto the Draven. And then, as we see a gank coming in here.
Here's getting caught out mid by the Hecarim coming in behind him. But, yep, that's enough damage. Taking him down with the Hecarim smite.
Yeah, I do like how Legends is able to like be there. Once the E's down, he knows that's the cooldown to wait out for. Gets the flash out, has the ultimate, able to fear right there. Isn't able to donate the kill over to Hiramar, but Hiramar, has 2 assists right now to his name. Interesting to note that Legends MK will be going for the Warrior enchantment on this Hecarim, so he's going for the one-shot race pony to the face.
I mean, what else are you going to play, really?
Anything, quite honestly. No, not anything. I troll, but... Oh!
That is Akali
flash out.
getting a little overconfident,
Ooh.
estimating Sion's all-in damage. Now Sion going to have to get away from the Hecarim. He does not have ult. And another kill to Caitlyn in the bot lane. Assuming Draven got caught by the Dark Binding and Yodel Snap Trap combo.
And then the Morgana ultimate as well. So that's what happened in the bot lane. We did see Hecarim run up and drive himself into that sign in the top lane, so that's what happened in the
Elise is trying to come around behind the UTD bot lane as they're committing onto this tower. The Black Shield blocking Elise. Stun. She gets Dark Binded.
Oh.
Morgana's walking away, caught by the Light Binding, and execute from Venomous Bite.
I'll say that light binding did not look like it should have. Oh my!
Flash out of Hiramar's. Fizz is able to land the long-range ultimate, and the damage over time to take out Hiramar. No, there's no damage over time on Fizz's W, is there?
Nope, his ultimate
Yes,
does
there
more
is.
damage the further it travels.
Yeah, so he flashed and it did more damage instead of flashing to get out of the...
Also he admitted. Hecarim gonna ult into the dragon trying to steal it unsuccessfully. And get himself killed by the chain of CC from UTD, or SVT, rather.
Yeah, questionable decision to ult in to just try to steal an Ocean Drake. Not only do you not get the Drake, but then you also give over the shutdown gold to their already dank mid laner sporting that 420 for Vitautus in the mid lane.
Yeah, shame he couldn't flash out of there.
And with 8 out of 10 kill participation, I want to give an early game shout out to Allergic to Milk right now on this Elise. Has been doing mad work. And then Wall of Sound in this bot lane has just been doing so much good work with these bindings. And the Black Shield that happened earlier on in that bot lane.
Absolutely.
Your moose you can respect that, can't you? Wait, y'all both Morgana players.
Me?
Yeah,
Morgana player?
No.
What? Morgana's
I mean, like,
banned against
actually,
me
no.
every game? What? No.
What? Hey, we won't ban it tomorrow. Don't worry.
Well, I'm not gonna play it, so.
Okay, well then what?
Looks like Elias looking to make a play in this top lane. As Hecarim's setting up for possibly a dive bot. Trying to catch a Kali out of the shroud. She's their ult to get away. Fizz coming around, landing the ultimate.
Atlanta.
There's gonna be a Kali going down to Fizz.
Maybe. Okay, cool.
Yeah, as the dive secures a kill onto Lux bot lane. But it does look like the full advantage is going to go over to UTD as they get first tower out of this.
Yeah.
Well, Herald is going to go over to SVT, so we'll see. In the grand scheme of things, it might be a trade in the favor of SVT, depending on what they're able to get with that.
Yeah, I mean, both teams are getting their carries ahead that they need ahead, minus the Akali, who has been on the back foot since, well, ever. Never having a really good time in this lane. Oh, and a nice binding, but no,
Light binding,
shield.
yeah.
The shield does no damage.
You just gotta scare them. They don't know that.
Hey, on your overlay, Rob,
Yeah.
do you have the scoreboard up?
I can. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I was gonna ask because I just looked over. I was like, I didn't know if you were in that one mode where you do the thing.
Oh, I manually turn it on and off. So, like when they're fighting
Yeah, it's
right
okay.
now.
Catch onto Lux with the Dark Binding Yodel Snaptrap combo. Hecarim was kind of waiting in the wings. Elise came around behind him. Fizz looking for maybe a catch onto somebody straying off the path.
Yeah, press U, then press O. Okay. Scrambles 19. Who are you and thank you?
Shout out. Didn't know about the U thing, but I got it now. I knew O, but I didn't know U.
So,
I know about you all the time.
those things are kind of slowing down here into the mid game. This laning phase is ending. We see big advantages on the carries of both sides on some late game scaling champions. But who do you guys think scales better here? You know, between a Fed Fizz and Elise versus the Fed Hecarim and Caitlyn, who really comes out on top?
I think that it's going to be between the Hecarim and the Fizz. Who can carry harder? The only problem is that this Elise can probably be destroyed by the Hecarim or the Caitlyn if played right, but this Akali will eventually get an item and then still do damage. Ooh, nice misfished. What the? Just so much damage.
Flashing to catch on to that. It's going to Flash Ignite. And still goes down to Vitatis. As Fizz trying to find his way out of this. Is going to eventually go down to Hecarim.
Very nice flash react from Uncle Jemima right there on the cocoon, burning the ultimate as well. Is there a website or Discord for this league? Scrambles, are you a Symphonian? I can't wait to see the answer for this one.
I mean,
I have a select few that are my favorites. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good answer.
Alright, Nox, Nocia, big advantage being Fed goes to UTD with the Morg to back it up. I'm inclined to agree. The big catch potential on SVT is the Elise and Lux stuns, being able to catch somebody out for Fizz to just blow them up. But with the well-timed Morgana Black Shield, that can really be limited. So I'm inclined to agree that the Morgana makes a big difference on which team's Fed carries matter more.
I will say that you'll probably still see Tankfield, Juice, still being in the side lane, but as this goes on, again, as I said in the pregame, I really do believe that the Scion and having that tank line is going to be great, because the only real form of engage that you have on the side of UTD is Legends just running in, possibly with that Black Shield, or catching them out with the Dark Binding or the stun from Hiramar. Otherwise, it's still the same pick potential from the 3 skill shots on the side of SVT, but then you have the giant just meatball of Scion coming down.
Mhm.
Yeah, just to try and catch the stream up here, we did see Scion have the Rift Herald. He's going to knock down that top lane, while UTD was able to pick up the Infernal Drake, as we do see a dive coming in here in the mid lane.
Looks like they're looking to collapse on the mid lane. Xerath ult, Hecarim burning Flash, and his ultimate. the Repel and Zhonya's out of Lease to try and survive. Fizz ult, fizzling out onto Akali, finding her Black Shroud. Draven is looking to push up this top lane, maybe overstaying. Hecarim's able to catch
Hecarim
up
does
to
not
him.
have ult here though, so what happened off screen is that Hiramar was picked off with the Draven ult. So in case anyone missed that, I did not catch that on stream because I was watching the Elise use all of her abilities to stop or to delay getting killed there. But
Scoreboard. It's hard because it goes back down. Yeah. Looks like they're going to get this mid lane tower right here, and they're going to try to fight. They will take down Tankfield Juice, but will he be able to get a return kill? They do get one. Do not give it over to Super Kami Guru, unfortunately. So we're looking at about right now about almost a 4,000 gold lead for the side of UTD, but where the difference is really there's 2,000 gold difference between the mid lanes in favor of Vitautus and a 2,000 gold lead for the jungle and 80 carry in the favor of UTD. So that's where you're seeing the gold lead from.
Actually, pretty, I would say amazingly, there's also a 2,000 gold lead for UTD's support. Morgana, yeah, just over 2,000 above Lux. I'm assuming from all that kill participation. Check these support items, but yeah, Lux having not even completed her gold quest yet, so does not have those wards for the 500 gold.
Yeah, it probably has a lot to do also with the amount of plates that they received from, and just also being a part of more kills. But yes, that is quite a massive gold lead right there.
Lux is sitting at 493 of the 500. One thing that I was going to mention earlier is that instead of upgrading that item, she bought a stopwatch that she's not used yet. So might have put her a little bit behind there, but we'll see how that goes.
Yeah. I would say it's worth sitting on against Hecarim. Yeah, all of SVT's minor advantage is really on Fizz right now. I don't recall if he's had like a really good pick in some time. I think it's just been a lot of killing Hiramar on Xerath. So we'll see if the Fizz can really come back into the game with his assassination potential.
Yeah, I think what they're going to probably need to do is up, as it does.
Ult onto Caitlyn, but Caitlyn flashes away into safety. Scion flashing over the wall to engage on the enemy's backline. Hecarim diving onto SVT's backline. Scion getting caught out now. Going down. Draven flashing in to try and clean up. Lux also flashing in. In the end, it's a 1-for-1. Caitlyn ult fizzes onto Fizz's troll pole. Hecarim re-engages. Running down Lux. And Elise getting caught on the side by Morgana. That's actually a 3-for-1 in the advantage of UTD.
Legends on this Hecarim really starting to take over this game. no one could really deal with him. Now they have 2 Infernal Drakes as well, and I believe the next Drake to spawn will be another Ocean. So if you just want to go back and forth, maybe give that to SVT and make it interesting. I don't know.
Water and fire. I mean, really,
Yeah.
it's rivalry oldest time.
Exactly. Over time, yeah, definitely. But it's not actually how it works here. Wouldn't it be crazy if that was the mechanic? Like, oh, they have a fire Drake, but then you got an Ocean Drake. You cancel them out. Like, what?
So
I
in the
ended up
chat,
releasing that until season 15, but
here in the chat, someone mentioned that they're a little concerned that the Fizz is ulting on the Zereth only, as we see Hecarim 1v1ing the Draven in the bot lane.
Yep. Oh, very nice.
yeah, Fizz going down to Caitlyn there. That's rough to see because Caitlyn should be his target. I will say in Fizz's defense, in that last fight, he did get an ult onto Caitlyn, but just as it landed, he got caught by the Yodel snap trap, and then Caitlyn flashed away. So, landed it onto Caitlyn, was not able to follow it up. Quick assassination from Elise onto Hecarim, but that lets UTD take a turret. Sion ulting onto this mid lane, catching. Oh man! Pulling Lux and Xerath and Caitlyn into the Lux ultimate. That does not even get a chance to land because Elise gets both kills.
Here
Holly
are
getting
in all
caught up
chat
here.
saying, okay, that was epic. Even though he was on the receiving end of that is. Now you could probably look for this team to probably start Baron. Legends is just respawning. Fizz does have his ultimate available.
Fizz trying to assassinate the enemy team before they have a chance to contest this Baron. Forcing Akali out. Getting caught a bit, but I don't know if they have the damage to really re-engage as he slaps his butt on them and gets a double kill.
Slams a trident down. Boom.
Yeah. Aaron going over to red side as Hecarim dies for trying to steal it. So yeah, the ball's back in the court of SVT. Closing that gold lead that was in UTD's favor. So they're most likely going to get this mid tower here.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Yeah, we should see the gold even out here as SVT does have a couple more towers standing up. Or UTD has a couple more towers standing up than SVT, so if they're able to knock down a couple of these towers, they should even up the gold at least pretty close there. They're only about 1,600 behind right there. Basically what happened there is that Allergies and Milks assassinated Legends MK in the bot lane, rotated up to the mid lane as Sion was coming from the top side and Elise coming from the bot side. Elise did miss her flash cocoon, but then that brought the Xerath into range of the Sion ult along with the Caitlyn, so basically it was just a 2-for-1 there. I don't even think the Lux damage hit for that kill, but they were able to get that double kill there. Then you saw Vitatis, I can never say his name right. The Fizz was able to 2v1 the Akali and the Morgana as he was zoning them off of the Baron, and they just took so much damage from him, and were not able to kill him in time. We did see the Morgana land a bind onto that Fizz, but they were not able to kill him, and he was able to turn it around and to get a double kill with just his trident there. So we'll see what SVT wants to do here, as they're not really pushing very far, but they do have a lot of standing gold, as we do see Hecarim speedy in, but does not take the kill, or does not take the fight.
Fizz missing ult. The flashing and queuing to try and assassinate this Akali. He's out of gap closers. She uses her ultimate to get away. Hecarim coming in to try and collapse on the Fizz. As the rest of UTD is getting collapsed on. Kill going over to Draven with his ultimate. Onto Caitlyn as Hecarim does manage to finish off Fizz. SVT turning onto this Ocean Dragon. I see they are going forward with the back and forth. Fire versus water. This is all scripted.
Red team has slain the dragon.
Yeah, as kind of the same thing that happened in the first game. Science will be split pushing on the side lane. He does have the Baron buff right now, so he's going to be able to push a little faster than normal. They caught the Caitlyn out there by herself. She was trying to get some poke down, but the cocoon did land from Elise, as we do see a fight here.
Hecarim tried to catch onto Draven. Gonna be a flash off from Draven trying to catch a kill, but it doesn't go down to Elise. I think he thought Draven was by himself there. He wasn't.
Right, and this is something that's been happening all game, is that they keep taking these fights as they think they're alone, but all of a sudden the rest of the team's there, or another member of the team's there, and they're able to just turn it around and kill the members of UTD. So the gold lead is down to 1,000 here. They do have an extra tower to take, so that should even it out there. But the Baron here, not as useful as the Baron, as we do
Fizz
see
landing an
Fizz-
ultimate onto Morgana. Gonna get caught onto the Yordle Snap Trap trying to finish it out, but Scion ulting in. Morgana Black Shield saves herself from the Scion ultimate. Managed to live through the Draven ultimate, and surprisingly, no one died yet.
No one died yet, but we do see the side of UTD, they are pretty low, and then the Baron has timed out for the side of UTD. But they do get that tower down, and we see the gold difference down to 200 here.
Yeah, and as that Baron, times out, that gap, gold gap has finally closed for SVT. They're now fully caught up to their opponents, and yeah, we just get to see what they do on an equal playing field at this point. Is maybe hunting for a kill. I think SVT is looking to secure this Baron when it comes up in a minute or so. They're mostly hovering around that side of the map. They've cleared wards up there.
Yeah, we don't see any wards from either team, except for the one control ward from UTD on their blue buff bush there. As we see
Fizz ult onto Morgana. He is going to kill her very quickly and have to Zonius himself to keep himself alive. Scion flash over the wall into the enemy backline as Fizz goes down to Caitlyn. Akali diving onto the enemy backline with her ultimate. Draven running her down as Scion tries to fight off the enemy team before Lux fall to them. 2 for 2 so far. Neither jungler going down. I don't believe either side will be comfortable starting this Baron without their full team. But the engage, the Scion ultimate is down. Hecarim running in, getting pushed back by the stand aside from Draven. Another engage pushed off.
Yeah, both teams are kind of just stalling right now for the teams to respawn. It was a little bit of a mixed fight there. Scion ulted in. He flashed over the walls, ulted in, and didn't hit anybody with the ult. Ended it a little early to try and get the stun, but missed the stun on the Caitlyn. So they were able to just kind of run him down. And then the torpedo was on the wrong side of the wall there and was able to get picked off as the rest of the SVT chased down the Akali into their jungle.
Yeah, this is incredibly interesting positioning from the Scion, because that's the second time he's waited over a wall to flash ult onto the enemy backline. Kind of laying the position we predicted he would play on this team as their own frontline, kind of just being a diver, I guess, disrupting the enemy backline where he can. Not sure if it really paid off in that exact situation.
Yeah, as someone did mention in the Twitch chat here as well, the vision is not a lot for either team here. They're kind of just going in blindly with all of these fights that they're doing. They're kind of just everyone's just suddenly there, and they're starting to fight these kind of sketchy fights in the dark. We do see some wards coming out for SVT right here. Um, double pink wards are coming down there in the river, so we'll see what they want to do with that vision. But um, looks like the dragon is spawned. It is an air drake though, so it might not be as important with the Baron up on the top side of the map here. So,
Fizz
uh-oh.
ulting and flashing onto Hirmar pops his Zonias. Hecarim ulting onto the Fizz to try to finish him off. Goes onto the Draven. Draven running away from the Xerath ultimate. At least Zonias does not live long enough to repel. Hecarim gets a kill onto Elise, finishing her out of her Zonias, and Akali finishes off Sion. That is 2 kills over to UTD. They now have full leeway to start this Baron.
Yeah, Vitatis is just overreaching there with the flash and the ultimate coming over the wall. We'll see if they're able to, SVT is able to try and steal this Baron. Oh, that was close.
Awfully close, but good smite from Legends MK on the Hecarim. Yeah, Fizz, in my opinion, getting very bold with his assassination attempts. Lands another ultimate onto Morgana. Does not have the troll pole to finish that engage, or at least wouldn't use it. As the Cloud Drake steps into this battle between fire and water,
Red team
going
has
over
slain
to
the
SVT.
Yeah, we do notice that 5 members in this game have Zonias on their in their inventories here. So, again, pointed out by the Twitch chat, the League of Zonias coming in here. So we'll have to keep track of those Zonias in the next fight coming in here.
As long as it's not League of Banner again, I can live with it.
Those are fun days. So we'll see what UTD wants to do with his Baron here. They do have Baron. They are sending 3 members into the bot lane. And then I assume they're going to pull a 4-1 here with a Kali either in the mid lane or in the top lane.
Yeah.
As the only tower, oh no, there's 2 towers in the outer lane, but that bottom lane tower is almost done.
Pointing out the interesting attempts to ult without trying to follow up on Fizz. I would point out his ultimate now is a 49-second cooldown. You know, shorter than some basic abilities in the game. So, I mean, you kind of can just go fishing, see what bites, and back off if he doesn't feel like it's a clean kill. Which I think might be the right play, rather than making these flash plays really, really hard committing onto a kill that might not happen.
It's being started here by UTD. They have a Kali in the mid lane and the rest of the team in the bot lane. I think they're fishing for the bindings coming out of the Lux here, but we'll see what they want to do. Ooh, binding coming out from Draven.
Draven getting caught. Morgana ulting into the Zonias. Hecarim runs in onto Lux. Catches Lee Sion ulting into the enemy, but not managing to survive. Hecarim finishing off Elise as she comes down from the repel. This looks like it could be game. 3 members of SVT down.
Yeah,
As some members are taking down the inhibitor. Fizz jumping onto Caitlyn, not going to have the damage to finish her off. Does go down, is most certainly game for UTD.
yeah,
Caitlyn
UTD is
killing blocks on the Rip Fountain.
Yeah. As we do see the ace coming out, UTD is going to take game 2 here versus SVT. A little bit of an interesting game. There was a little bit of some questionable plays coming out from both teams in the mid game there. But at the end of the day, UTD was able to pick up that second Baron and able to push down for the win there. AD carry can win MVP? No.
No, it can't.
I think let's talk about MVP here since that's the next thing coming up. We do see
Uh,
Caitlyn. Caitlyn has the most damage at 35,000 with a KDA of 10, 3, and 9. So
so who are you guys thinking for MVP?
Either Legends or one of the bot laners. Even Wall of Sound was doing a great amount of
Yeah,
work.
yeah, he was really big with the catches with the
Yeah.
Morgana Q.
Yeah, so it'd be Legends, Freedom, and Wall of Sound for my votes if I had to do it. And sorry I had to leave. Like, my roommate is so strange. Takes
Um,
15 minutes to say something that can be done in 3 minutes.
personally, I think it goes to Wall of Sound for me. Kaylin wasn't doing spectacular by herself early on. Once Wall of Sound was able to make really good picks with those Q, with the Dark Binding, it's just natural with that bot lane. Kaylin puts a trap under it, but it is Morgana who has to make the catch. The follow-up damage is just it's just all that Caitlyn offers. Not to mention some amazing black shields, stopping Elise catches left and right.
Yeah, I have the MVP poll in the chat right now. So go vote. Let's get the. I know it says Iramar, but you know who Hiramar is. Sorry. So UTD and SVT moving 1-1 in the standings. Will finish SVT at 12 and 10. And UTD will finish the season at 14 and 8, which means if Labby Debbie do 2-0s don't ban Poppy, there should be a tiebreaker right there, I believe.
It depends on the record, but Levy Debbie 2 is like mostly 1-1s. So I'm pretty sure they would be 1-1.
DBP did. Wait.
Labby Debbie do actually owns the tiebreaker versus UTD.
Yes.
Oh wait, never mind. That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't matter. I'm talking about DBP and UTD. That's what I'm looking for.
LDD versus SVT, they tied, so they went 1-1. So I don't know the tiebreaker rules after that.
So if Dope and Poppy lose 0-2 to LDD, there should be a tiebreaker for that third and fourth spot between UTD and DBP because they won each other.
All right, so I think it's about time to close out this MVP poll.
Legends.
Legends with 5 votes is the winner. I believe it was Vitatus
Super
or Super Kami. Yeah, Super Kami game 1.
All right. If the MVPs would like to meet us in player of the game 1, we'll start with the interviews if you'd like to participate. If not, to Torpedo and Sebastian's the captain.
No, Maye, but he's not here. So.
If
So
anyone
any representative of UTD, I guess,
would
if
like to join
Legends
us
is
in
unavailable.
player of the game 1, we'll meet you there. Hello, legends. How are you?
Hi.
We'll see if Super. Oh, there he is. Hello.
Hey.
How are you both feeling?
Good. Feel like I found a new team to play with.
Yeah, I've heard you. I mean, that's actually really good
Legends
because
on
I've heard
Tap is
your.
now looking for a new jungler.
Yeah, I mean, now looking, yeah, sure, since like week 4. And it's about fucking time we found a place to put him.
Yikes. Well, as long as his support doesn't play Kale, I think he'll be okay.
Who are you kidding? I'm the new jungler.
So
And I only
Twitch
play
has
Kale.
any questions they'd like to ask? I think the first question, probably the only question I have, is: are you looking forward to playoffs?
Who are you asking? Sorry.
Both of you.
Oh yeah, Lot's gonna steamroll. Oh wait, I'm on the wrong team for this.
Yeah,
I gotta get on the UTD mode. Yeah, we're gonna rematch SVT in the playoffs, and
Yeah, rematch.
yeah.
Well, maybe. It might be. It depends on if you want to see a rematch of this epic 1-1 series to find out who should come out on top. Then you want DBP to win. But if you don't and you want to see some new blood, you want Labby Dabby Doo to win 2-0.
Yeah, I don't know how to answer that, man. It's not my team. Like I'm not following.
I thought you just said that it was your new team, huh?
Oh, true. I'm being called out for my shit.
His inconsistencies are starting to add up.
Consistent inconsistency from Legends, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Do you guys have questions?
No. Honestly, no. I think everyone wants to go to sleep.
Sean, you don't get to come in here and run this stream.
I'm not running it. I'm just telling you that what I said.
Uh-huh.
I mean, why Ivern?
Huh?
Why Ivern? Super Bonnie Boo Gummy Guru.
Number 1, Legends plays a really good Ivern, so we wanted to maybe counterpick, as well as I play Ivern. So I think that was the main reason. Plus, Corky Ivern is really strong into mid to late. Just a lot of shields, and Corky's auto attack damage is already up there for damage.
I think I questioned the Ivern just because I played Ivern when he first came out, and I felt like he was better than back then. I did not expect you to have such a great early presence as you did in game 1. I think you got slightly lucky with a couple of those kills, but I mean you were at the right place at the right time, so I think you benefit from that. Was your plan all along to get the Corki ahead in the mid lane, or is that just how it happened?
It's always situational for whichever game and whichever game you're playing. So like for me, I was just able to read the map and see which lane overextends first, and it just so happened that it was mostly mid. So mostly just timing of lanes.
Nice. Well, it sounds like everybody wants to go to bed. So, do you guys have anything else you'd like to add before we cut off the stream here?
Thank you to Euromoose and Rob for streaming. It was epic. Y'all are the best.
Especially when my game crashed.
Yeah, that was epic. That was actually epic because you're like, all right, 10 seconds, guys. I can't go back past 2 minutes. Sorry.
Oh, actually, Super Kami Guru. I have a question.
Yep.
Did you realize you forgot to buy items?
Oh yeah.
It was a mistake, but then I was able to buy BF early, so I was
I
happy.
told you he had a plan.
Yeah, but like, could you really buy BF early because you?
Oh yeah, I was behind farm a lot.
Yeah, I was like, God, he probably missed like 20 CS because he doesn't have a freaking door in his blade.
It did suck though.
Yeah.
So at the start of game 2, my game crashed. I had to basically like manually shut down League and reload it. And I loaded in at 2 minutes, and that was the first thing I noticed was that you had no items. And I was like, "Is that a visual bug? Can anyone
Here's
else
what feels
confirm?"
bad.
Sorry, I just wanted to point that out. Anyway, if there are no questions, as you see on the screen, I do have Rich's Foley sheet. I've highlighted basically the new sections that we've got. So with the tie with SVT and UTD, we are down to looks like 27 options coming out for the rest of the series tomorrow and on Monday. Tomorrow we will have where's my chart? Tomorrow we will have DBP and LDD at 6 p.m. Eastern, and then TBR versus FAP at 9:30 p.m. Eastern. Both those games will be streamed on PMA LCS, as both, or at least FAP FAP is trying to fight for a non play-in game, and then LDD and DBP are both looking to try and improve their positions in the rankings for the playoffs come soon. So, with that being said, I'd like to thank Super Kamiguru and Legends for being here with us. I'm sorry we didn't have super informative or cool questions. Um, if you'd like, you can say your drink of choice. I forgot who that is, but shout out to that other streamer because I forget your name all the time. Sorry. Otherwise, we will see you guys here back tomorrow night for DBP and LDD at 6 p.m. Eastern. Have a good night. I hope you wake up at 2 a.m. like me to watch all the MSI games.
I am.
Same.
Woo! All right. Good night, everyone. See you
night.
tomorrow.
TSM.
I didn't stop the stream, so I just wanted to
Oh,
embarrass
no.
you
No,
because
no,
TSM
no.
completely is trash and does not belong in anywhere towards anyone's mouth right now because they are not at MSI. So go Liquid. We'll see you all tomorrow. Have a good night.